guys, I'm your new history professor, and my name is Aditya Singh. Actually, I wouldn't be standing here right now if it wasn't for my injury. I was thinking about taking my tennis talent all the way to the professional level. But unfortunately, I got injured, and due to that injury, my doctor advised me not to take tennis as a career. Then in my mind, I was just like, what the heck, I got plan B. Since I was a child, I always loved to travel around the world and learn about other countries' history and culture. This led me to taking the master's degree in the University of Excellence in the city of Wimbledon, London. My job here is to teach you history in a fun way, the way I learned it. And I hope I do a good job. By the way, if you guys are too tired of studying and need a really good workout, you can come to my tennis academy, SingStar, at Stanford. Anyways, jokes apart, let's get back to learning. Can you imagine someone getting burnt at the stake just for standing up for what's right? Well, this clearly shows how harsh the Roman government was. The Roman government was capable of killing anyone who disagreed with their views. Well, now I'm going to take you back all the way to the 1300s, where there was a battle between the Reformers and the Church. Back then, the battle was between the Reformers and the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church thought that the Pope had this supreme religious authority, while the Reformers thought that the Jesus Christ had the supreme religious authority. John Wycliffe, Jan Hus, Catherine of Siena, and Desiderius Erasmus are the four early leaders of the Reformation. These people laid the egg, while Holger Zwingli, John Calvin, King Henry VIII, and William Tyndale were the later leaders of Reformation who hatched the egg. Now these were the people who were actually considered the early leaders of Reformation. Dan Huss's soul. For the sake of your learning, I have come to shed some light on my background and teachings. I was born at Husinec in southern Bohemia, now known as Czech Republic, in 1369. At an early age, my interest in studies led me to Prague, where I finished my bachelor's and master's degree in arts in the University of Prague. There, I supported myself by singing and serving the churches. In 1400, I was ordained a priest and rector of the university. About the same time, I was also appointed preacher in the chapel of Bethlehem. Phew! That was a lot of responsibility on my small shoulders. But I enjoyed every minute of it, as I believed that I could change the world. I was greatly influenced by John Wycliffe's beliefs. I totally agreed with Wycliffe that the head of the church was Jesus Christ, and not the Pope. The Pope was unnecessarily getting too powerful, and he strived to keep his power at any cost. It was a do or die. Can you guys believe that the church was selling indulgences and was collecting a lot of wealth? The Pope and clergy were getting attracted to the wealth and worldliness. I called for the end of corruption, and they all hated me. All I wanted to do was purify the church so that its moral values are preserved forever. Here are a few reasons that pissed them off. Firstly, I translated Wycliffe's Trialogus into Czech and helped to circulate it. Right from the pulpit, I strongly protested against morals of clergy and papacy. I was actively involved in the movement of reform, and they hated it. I would read Wycliffe's documents from the pulpit with great triumph, but I soon found out that Wycliffe was announced heretic in England, and his writings were withdrawn from circulation and burnt. I could not sit quietly and watch, so my sympathizers and I sent a protest to John the 23rd. As a result, we were excommunicated by Archbishop on 16 July 1410. Soon, I was also charged for heresy by Roman Catholic Church. At the Council of Constance, I was tried, condemned, and burnt at the stake on July 6, 1415. The Pope tried his best to humiliate me by putting on the evil crown with demons on them, but still, I forgave him and got a stronger effect after my death. Now, I am resting in peace, up here in heaven. May God bless all of you.
Hello, Professor Aditya.
Hey.
Can you please tell us the current event that we're going to talk about today?
So, the current event I chose took place in Lahore, Pakistan, where the former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif was once politically exiled and also deposed from the military. And he managed to regain his political power on May 11th, 2013.
Okay, good. Can you think of any similar historical events that had occurred in any of the previous civilizations?
Yeah, there was one that took place in the European times. In the mid-500s, the Justinian, he had a vast empire, which nearly came to an end much sooner. The city had riots, and people had dethroned him. People were revolting, and the city was in flames. Justinian went into hiding, but his wife advised him to stay and fight to put down the revolt. Eventually, he did put down the revolt, but the city was in ruins. But with his determination, he was still able to come back and rebuild the city and make it much stronger.
Good. Explain some similarities or differences?
Well, I mean, Mr. Sharif also had lots of power, but then eventually lost his power and came back with even more power. The same thing happened with Justinian. He had a great vast empire, then he lost his empire, and then he came back made it even stronger.
Okay. Well, number 3 is, Which societal truth does your current event support?
It supports when people gain power, they strive to keep it. This is because it shows how much determination Justinian and Mr. Sharif had to come back and gain that much power.
There. Good. So, what insight can we get from the past and current event?
I mean, as I just mentioned, the societal truth, when people gain power, they strive to keep it. I mean, I am going to extend it a little bit, looking at the two examples from the past, the Justinian and Mr. Sharif, that even if they lose their power, they come back even stronger. This just shows how much determination they have to coming back to their previous position.
So, how would you evaluate this current event? Is it good, bad, or both for the citizens and the world?
I think that this is bad that Mr. Sharif came back into power. I think it's bad for the people, the citizens of Pakistan. This is because Mr. Sharif isn't exactly an honest candidate. Imran Khan, the other candidate, was definitely much more honest than him. Mr. Sharif has been involved in too many political conflicts, and he's not very honest. So I think that Imran Khan definitely deserved a chance to prove himself, as he's an honest person, and he could have made a change to Pakistan, as his logo was the new Pakistan. Mr. Sharif already got a chance. He was a prime minister for 4 terms, and he hasn't been able to do anything substantial with it. So I think it was definitely they should have picked Imran Khan for the election.
Okay. So, do you think you can participate and help make a change?
Actually, I cannot help make a change because it's all about the people in Pakistan, who they vote for, and I'm not in Pakistan, so yeah, I won't be able to make a change, but I wish I could.
So, can we do a quick lens check here?
Yeah, of course.
So, what do you think would be others' point of view in this current event?
The people that voted for Mr. Sharif must have thought that he has more political experience, which I understand, but the people who voted for Imran Khan must have thought that that he deserved at least one chance, and as I said before, Mr. Sharif already served 4 terms as Prime Minister and wasn't able to do anything. So I think that's what the people who voted for Imran Khan thought, that he would be able to make a change. Yeah.
So, Professor Aditya, there's one last question for you. What would be your counter-argument and logical reasoning for this current event?
So even though Mr. Sharif won the election, I still think that Mr. Khan should have won it, as he was a more honest person and really wanted to make a change. His slogan, New Pakistan, kind of explains it, and I really don't think that Mr. Sharif should have won it just because he had more political experience. And one thing is that he was involved in much more political arguments, and he hasn't been able to do like anything with his 4 terms of prime minister. So I think we should have definitely given Imran Khan a chance, as Mr. Sharif has already got more than enough chances.
Okay, you're done. So, thanks for spending your time with us.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. Well, wasn't that fun? Not only did you have fun, but now you also learned many new things, such as what were the early calls of Reformation, who were the actual leaders of the Reformation, and you also learned about the religious life back then in the Roman Catholic Church. Well, remember that history is never ending, and we got a long way to go. Well, see you next time.